hit F1 to get to your menu. I had to do this again because the game didn't capture the cursor, or OBS didn't capture the cursor. This is your crime status up here. It also shows it right there. Obviously your balance or your money. These are just general stats. Right here there's 5 blocks. I'm crime status 1. When it's filled up it'll be red and blinking. Not sure what the hell this is. This is your ship loadout down here. I can't adjust the Mustang because it's not in the hangar, it blew up in space. I have to file a claim and then I'll be able to adjust the Mustang. So I'll go to the Anvil Hornet. These are your all your missile slots. This right here is that box. I'm kind of bummed out you can't put a turret in. It'd be super cool if you could. The ship would be nasty if you could put a turret in. But I've already bought a size 5. If you want to figure out what size it is, you unequip it, just hover over it, and right here it will tell you the size of your component. So quantum drive, if I unequip it, look, it's a size 1 quantum drive. Generally, the stock equipment will have the correct size. Sometimes, though, you'll run into where you'll be able to put a different or a higher size in it. All the ship components are segregated to sizes. So if you look at weaponry, right here, this top turret, box is back installed. I can unequip it. Comes up with this warning sign. It's because you have to save your changes. I don't know if you can fly the ship without the box. This weapon slot here is a size 3. I've put another size 3 like laser on it and shit. The ship is way more effective, but when you file an insurance claim, the ship goes back to stock. The hard point is right here. If you look at your these Gatling guns, they're ballistics. When you hover over it right here, it'll explain it right there. These have 4,000 shots. There's 1 on each wing. It says in use 4. I don't know why it says 4 because I only have 1 ship that has size 3. It will tell you where it's installed. Like I said, this doesn't make any sense why. It's a glitch. Why there's 2 sets. There's only 2 actual Gatling guns. But this should be pretty self-explanatory. After you know what your size is, you figure it out, what you can buy. I don't really mess with the systems too much. Because, you know, like I said, you can buy all this fancy shit for your ship, and once you blow up or the game glitches out or crashes, you lose everything when you make an insurance claim. But this is how you do it right here. This is how you mess with your ships. This is how you mess with your person. This little guy icon. Your clothing I really don't care about. Some people do. I don't. This is the original undersuit that you start the game with. The armor depends on what weapons you can equip. If I just had that undersuit equipped, like when you first begin the game, I don't think you can have 2 primaries. But here's your slots. This is the pistol you start the game with. These are your weapon or your magazine slots. If you don't have a magazine in this slot, you will not be able to reload when you hit the R key. So I got 3 SMG magazines going on, 3 blasters, or rifle ones. Obviously this is the SMG, this is the rifle. You can go to the gun store, figure out what the hell you like. I don't like the shotgun kind of sucks. But sometimes it fucking works great. Just depends on what position you get put into when you do those missions that require first person terrorist cleanup. Usually it says 8 of 8 people need to be destroyed. So this is your armor bullshit. So if I unequip it, you know, I only have this rifle going on, but you have to save your changes. So you can mess with this, not like it, just exit, and it won't save anything. Utilities. Your medical pens, you hit C, it's kind of like a health. This is your oxygen system, so if you're in space and you run out of oxygen while you're outside your ship fucking around, you can hook up another bottle. Go back to this. Not really sure what the flare business is all about. If you notice now that I re-equipped my chest plate, I have these grenade slots. Before I didn't. So if you want to roll with grenades, you need to have some sort of armor. When you look at your armor, there's 30% damage reduction. They have 40%, 20%, 30%. I picked this one probably for the price. And when you have heavy armor, you can't run that fast. Or it seems like your heart rate goes up way faster when you're running. You have limited mobility. But that's really it. This is your map. Your left mouse button kind of turns it around like this. Your right one pans it over. If you want to mess with a planet, you double click on it and it'll show its own little orbit. These are all moons. Say I want to go to this comm array and I'm at Hurston. Go up here and set route. You can clear your route, and this will just show you where you're at. And it zooms in way too goddamn much. And I'm using the mouse wheel to zoom in. Use this a lot when you're quantum traveling. So let's just go through. This is the common link where you can talk to all the people that are on the server. This is it. It's pretty late right now. So the people on ship business. I already went through this. This is how you get to your map. It's called a skyline. Not sure really what the hell this is. Never really fucked with it. Not sure what this is either. When you land at a ship repair station, which are basically these guys right here, here. You can click on them and it tells you what they are. And up here. This is just where you accept missions. No personal, mercenary. This is the bounty hunting ones that I do. This 8,000. These guys are tough for some reason. The 10,000 credit one is actually easier than the 8,000 one. But once you select a mission, it'll show up and accepted right here. Like I already got a mission going on. You can untrack it if it kind of is glitching out, and then retrack it. It should pop back up like right here. It's telling me if I was in a ship, I need to go that way for the mission. Beacons. This is where you can create your own beacon if you ever get stranded. Right now, it really doesn't make too much sense to use these. Unless you spend a bunch of money on your ship and you don't want to file a claim and you glitched out for some reason, your ship still exists. You can use this. I need personal transport to my ship, right? Or to this place is on Delamar. It used to be a popular port. People still probably go there. This is a place where you can also sell your drugs when you do a drug run. But you just keep scrolling and it has all these different places that you can ask somebody to take you. This is the rep level of the person you're asking. Any rep level. So I guess really if you're doing like a combat assistance, you probably want somebody who doesn't suck. And I don't have a rep level because I've never answered a beacon's call, and I'm guessing you get voted on, and it shows it right here what your rep level is, and then you enter your value of what you want to pay. If you look at other people's service beacons, you get a personal transport for only 1 credit. This dude wants to go to Lorville from deep space. Not really sure where deep space is. Never been there myself. Perhaps it's out here somewhere. Not sure. Anyways, it's just a basic overview of what all these buttons do. For key mapping, you do everything in the options. This isn't really the simplest thing to use. Right here it's for flight on a keyboard with keyboard and mouse. You click that over, it's a gamepad. I guess I don't know how easy it would be to use this with like an Xbox controller. This is a Logitech, but I don't ever mess with it like this. If I want to do bindings, click key bindings, go to advance, make sure I'm on joystick because that's what I use, and then you have flight, you have targeting, sit there, mess with stuff, pin focus. You can double stack your buttons if you hit Y for double tap. So pin focus, double tap. Don't want it no more. Well, now that I hit that, I want to clear it, but if I wanted to clear this one, all I'd have to do is right click on bind. This is basically everything. Easiest way to adjust your stuff is to go through here. Targeting's kind of messed up. I've not been successful in cycling friendly targets. It just doesn't work right now. It's scanning mode that you see me do in other videos. For the skimmers, that's what this is. You just kind of gotta fuck with it for a while. And when you're done, you're done. You can just exit, there's no like save thing. If you get really fancy, you can download somebody's key mapping and you can put it into a file in your C drive where your game is under user, and you click a bunch of folders, you eventually get to mapping, and then it'll pop up right here. You know, these are defaults. You can save your own control setting to a file, so when the game updates again, you can just pop it right up. You don't have to redo all your shit. You can default it. I'd rather not do that right now, but it pops up a menu right here to go back to default. But that's like the most important part, figuring out how to do your shit. Is options, key binding, advance. You get pretty quick with it because you constantly are fucking around with this shit when you're beginning. You want to close your arm Moby glass, you just hit F1, and F2 pops it right back up for the map. This little triangle just means that I got a mission going on, and it's at Aberdeen. So we click on the planet, and it will show me the quantum travel points. There's only 2 on this one.